for Hibs to take this. Hearts have avoided the ignominy of suffering relegation at the hands of their fiercest rivals. Passion, courage, gumption. Come up with the words that you think are appropriate. Hearts take the derby spoils again. They might be bottom of the table. They might be destined for relegation, but it wasn't going to happen on this Sunday. There was a late goal from Billy King to make certain of this victory after Dale Carrick had put the Jambos in front. The final score in the Edinburgh derby, Hearts 2, Hibernian 0.
Derek, Gary, many thanks indeed. It was a dramatic day, drama all the way to the very end, but you can see what it means to the Hearts manager. Gary Locke had a tremendous record in the derby as a player. He's continuing it as a manager, and that will mean the world to every one of those young players, every one of the fans here as well. They've not been relegated yet, that is for sure. They've avoided the drop today, and Gary Locke will soak this in. They'll reflect back on what's not been a great season for the club, but this has been a great day. Let's listen in to what Gary's saying to his players if we can. Emotion filled for sure. As the anthem rings out here, it's a fantastic day for all of the Jambos. We allowed them to sing because it has been a magnificent day for them. Let me tell you what's to come from BT Sport in Scotland this Friday. Another derby, the Highlands derby, Ross County against Inverness. That's Friday at 7 p.m. And then Monday we're back with Hibernian again. Their last game before the split against Aberdeen, Monday the 7th of April, 7:15 BT Sport 1. This is the Premiership table then. And it shows that Hearts are still rooted to the bottom. Still 21 points adrift, but not relegated today. They need to win again against Aberdeen midweek to avoid the drop then. Hibernian in 7th, and they are just 6 points away from that relegation playoff position. So his third goal of the season. Dale Carrick put Hearts ahead. Jordan Foster thought he'd got Hibs right back into it, but his goal was ruled out for offside. Big call, incorrect one as well. Massive moment there. And Billy King, the king of Tynecastle. The young Jambos have won, and we'll reflect back on all of that next. Well, this is the story of an incredible match here at Tynecastle. It meant the world to both teams. A win for Hibs and they would have relegated their greatest rivals. But it started very well for Hearts indeed. Dale Carrick, his third of the season, massive goal for them. There were chances for both teams after that. James Collins, the first shot for Hibs over the bar. Ben Williams then made a fantastic save from Sam Nicholson. David Smith just inches wide, and then a big talking point. Jordan Foster's goal disallowed incorrectly before Billy King rounded it all off for Hearts after Alan Mabry had seen red. Reaction now with Emma Dodds.
Alongside two of the victorious Hearts players, goalscorer Dale Carrick and Jason Holt. Jason, it looked tough out there, but how big a win was that for Hearts?
It's a massive win. You know, all the talk's been about Hibs coming down here and try to relegate us, but you know, we knew inside that dressing room that was never going to happen. We were never going to let it happen, and we're just glad to come away with such a massive victory.
They did put you under pressure for large periods of the second half particularly, but you didn't panic. Was that always the plan?
Yeah, you know, we've got great character inside the dressing room, and I think we've proved that today. And the two goals, you know, Dale took his goal well, and Billy coming on took his goal well as good as well, so you know, we can't complain.
Dale, your first derby appearance of the season, you did get that opening goal. You didn't panic, did you? What were you thinking when the ball came to you?
Hit the net, try and get it in. To be fair, I did shank it with my left foot, but a goal's a goal, so I'll be happy with that one.
You have been doing extra shooting practice. I saw you at Rickerton earlier on in the week, and obviously it's paying off for you.
Yeah, all he says, Robbo, is technique, and the ball going to goal.
You touched on it there, Jason. You know, we talk about the win today, but more so you are still a Premiership team. How important was that for the players not to go down in a derby game?
Yeah, of course. You know, we said, like I said before, we said from the start, we're never going to let Hibs relegate us, and we've done that today and we've had a great performance, so we're all delighted. You were one of the star performers in the team today. You've just come back after a long period out. Pleased with your own contribution? Yeah, really happy actually. You know, it's like you say, it's my first start. I think 4 months or so now I'm delighted to get back in the team and hopefully I can keep my place. Well, you are the man of the match today. Dale, can you do the honours, present the champagne? There you go, mate. Well played, guys. Yeah. Thank you.
And the fans are sticking around because alongside Paul Hartley, Darren Jackson and Stephen Craigan, Gary Locke has come out to join us. And I can see actually emotion written all over your face, even on the way over there.
Yeah, it was a big game for us, you know. All we had heard about all week was, you know, obviously Hibs coming here to relegate us, so that was a result for our supporters, you know. They're stuck by us all season, and you know, that was for them.
It wasn't just a big game really, it was a massive game, wasn't it, given the scenario? Yeah, it was a massive game because, you know, one thing that we didn't want was for obviously Hibs to come here and be the team that put us down. Although I did say during the week, you know, it wouldn't be Hibs that relegated us. It's over the course of the season we've not picked up enough points. So, you know, the fans have had to put up with a lot here this season, and you know, hopefully they'll be happy tonight. We just saw Dale Carrick there speaking, and I have to say he led the line fantastically well. What a goal he took for you as well. Yeah, I thought he was outstanding all day, you know, and one of the things we felt was our front three, with Stevenson getting in touch with them, could cause Hibs problems with their pace. And I think, you know, it's a great touch he's took there, and he's stuck it away brilliantly. He's taken it really well, Darren, hasn't he? Fantastic. Poor defending again, but give Hearts credit. Great ball in, great layoff, and fantastic finish for the young boy. Good composure issue also. It's a great knockdown. He's in between them. Good ball into the box, and a perfect start for Hearts. Fantastic start, wasn't it, all round? Well, it's probably what Gary's side needed. You know, coming into the game, there was a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure on them because of the scenario. So, you know, I was saying, you know, could they cope, you know, before the game? But once the game started, they did. I thought their enthusiasm, I thought their energy was great, but also their quality was much better today than what it's been in the past, Gary. Yeah, it has been, you know, and with young lads, you know, you're not going to get consistency every week, and what we've tried to work on all season is to make the young players better. When they get into the final third, you know, play the pass we're wanting or play the cross we're wanting. And you know, as the seasons went on, you know, they've done that a lot better, and unfortunately it's probably a little bit too late for us, but I think, you know, over the course of the season you can see there's a big improvement in a lot of the players here. Yeah, and there was a huge call, I have to tell you as well, in case you've probably not seen this yet, but you might have heard, there was a goal for Jordan Foster. It was ruled out for offside. Take a look at this. Incorrect, we think here. It looks as if he's onside. Eventually when it comes out. Yeah, just getting a look at it here, yeah. What did you sense actually at the time? What did you feel when you were first watching on? Well, obviously you think that they've equalised, and then the linesman had his flag up, but you know, it's a great header for the lad, to be fair. You know, he's very good in the air, very aggressive, and that's one thing Hibs are very good at. You know, when they put balls into the box, they've got a lot of height. I think it's Dylan McGowan, isn't it? I think it's Dylan McGowan's landing the ground. You just see him coming out the bottom of the picture. Yep, well, looking at the pictures there, you know, he looks as if he's onside, so we've got a lucky break there, but we've not had many of them this year, so we'll take that. Huge call, wasn't it, Paul? It was a huge call. Incorrect, but Gary will be glad of that. You know, the linesman doesn't see it. He's lying down and he just sort of walks out. It's a great header, to be fair. Hibs will have that sense of injustice, I guess, though, because of that at 1-0. Of course they will. I mean, you think to yourself, how can the linesman get that wrong when he's looking along the line? But sometimes you've got to earn luck in the game, and Hearts work very, very hard, and at the end of the day deserved the victory. But that turns the game at a crucial point, and where the young kids were getting a bit tired, but they got that decision and kicked them on a little bit. And it was really turned the game, if not before, when Alan Maybury was sent off. 2 yellow cards as well, Stephen, and you could just sense Hearts at that point might be able to finish it off. Well, I think there's a few instances in the first half where Alan Maybury was lucky not to get a yellow card. You know, he then eventually got booked, but as soon as he's exposed, you know, Hearts build the play well. You know, they get him behind, and it's a good turn of pace. But you know, there's nothing Alan Maybury can do but lunge in and try and make a tackle. As soon as he made the tackle, you know, he must have knew in his mind it's a second yellow and I'm off. And then the game opened up. You know, last 4 or 5 minutes, and Hearts were able to go and pick them off. And you did pick them off shortly after. Billy King, what a moment for him. First goal for the club. Yeah, delighted for him. You know, he's been very patient this year, Billy, and he's been in and out of the team. But we just felt, you know, a wee bit of freshness towards the end. And you know, when he gets the ball, you know, he carries it really well. He's very good at running with the ball with pace. And you know, absolutely over the moon for him, because he's a big Hearts supporter. So you know, that's his first goal. He'll be over the moon with that. Great composure as well. It's a good pass, and he stays onside, but goes round the goalkeeper. Great composure. Hearts deserved the victory today.
I thought young Nicholson and Smith and the wide areas caused the Hearts fullbacks, Hibs fullbacks, all sorts of problems all day long.
Yeah, I think you're right, Paul. I think when the two of them are playing with confidence, they're a handful. And one thing this season, we've not had a lot of options, but we're getting Jamie Walker back fit now and Billy King as well. When they're tiring, we've got the option of putting these lads on. So delighted to see them back, and obviously delighted with the result.
Have you had a chance to say anything to them yet? Before you came
No,
to
just says, really proud of the performance. I think we were all the fans, a big performance today and the result, and we've got that, so we're delighted.
Okay, I'm going to mull over the Hibs performance. I'm going to say thank you very much and let you go back to your dressing room. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, let's just reflect on Hibs, because Terry Butcher, no sign of him yet. Cheers, Gary, thanks. No sign of Terry Butcher yet to do an interview, and no wonder, really.
It could be a while. I was saying to Paul and Darren during the game, I've been in that dressing room a few times and Terry's been ranting and raving and shouting and screaming, and I think he'll be disappointed more than anything, particularly in how they started the game. They were slow out of the blocks. The young Hearts side got on top of them, they couldn't respond. We said at half time they couldn't pass the ball, they couldn't keep the ball. Second half they had a lot of possession and probably dominated the second half, but goal threat is something they've lacked all season. 29 league goals they've got this season, and it showed today. They need a marksman, they need a striker, they need somebody in the wide areas to create. Alex Harris, as we'd said, Darren, I think he done quite well when he came on, but I think they needed more of that.
I thought he did very well. The boy Watmore did well, but I thought Harris just gave them that little bit extra quality. Kevin Thompson coming on, put his foot in the ball and tried to make passes, as I say, at a time when the game was kind of dying and Hibs came into it a bit more. But I think being a forward player, Hibs' defence was fantastic. The Hearts' defence was fantastic, but I thought the Hearts' front five were outstanding today.
How much
work
trouble?
rate, ability was tremendous.
How much trouble are Hibs in then, Paul?
I think they're in a relegation battle now. There's no two ways about it, but I thought Hearts wanted it more today. They started the game better, they were on the front foot, they showed more energy than Hibs. Hibs didn't work Jamie McDonald today, and I think that'll be the disappointing thing for Terry.
Yeah, it'll be baffling for him, really, because if you think this is such a young Hearts team, we know the youth right throughout the side, they've had to deal with that all season long, and yet this is their third derby victory over Hibs.
Yeah, they seem to have a good record in the derbies, don't they? Right back even the cup win a couple of years ago, the 5-1 is what everybody always speaks about, but you can see the raw emotion in Guy Locke's face. It's been a tough spell for him. His side are marooned at the bottom of the table. He's been under pressure, people have been speaking about him, talking about his job. Is he going to be in a job, is he going to be out of a job? It's been tough for him, so a lot of relief for him, but Terry overall will be hugely frustrated.
Yeah, you could actually sense the emotion from Gary today, because I guess the build up to these derbies must be quite brutal during the week, particularly the scenario that you didn't even know was going to emerge until St Mirren got the point yesterday, Darren.
Of course, he's a jambo anyway, so if he wasn't the Hearts manager, he would probably be here supporting the team, but he must be enormously proud of his players today. Young kids who gave everything, and when you give that, sometimes you get the rewards, and they've got it today.
They did give him absolutely everything.
Yeah, they worked ever so hard there. But you look at Hibs, they look so low in confidence just now. I think it's 1 win in 13 games, so they're in trouble, and they have to find a way to try and get out of it.
Okay, gentlemen, we are out of time. Let me tell you, just to come up, next game already started, Mönchengladbach against Hamburg from the Bundesliga. Hope you enjoy that. Well, Hearts might be going down, but they weren't going to allow Hibs to send them packing. See you soon.